Hello and welcome to Sacred Brand Strategy, where I believe that your brand is sacred. Today, we're talking to Scorpio Rising about what the new moon has in store for you. And the main thing that's coming out for me right now is knowing where you stand out and overcoming money challenges. So let's get right into it, okay? So the first card that came out for my brand strategy deck that I just created last week is Differentiators. So you're going to have to do, that's Differentiators, okay? You're going to have to do some soul searchings and dig really deep, especially because your first lord, K2, is in your 12th house right now. So we're digging deep. We're really digging deep into who we are as individuals and who we are as a brand, as a business. I feel like something has kind of made you distracted, has distracted you from your business in a way. But because you have Venus, which represents money and business in a way, in your 4th house, and it's with Saturn, and Venus and Saturn love being with each other because Saturn loves to work with things that could be difficult for a long period of time. Saturn loves things that are long-term, things that require commitment. And Venus also represents relationships. So that's why they like to be together. But this card right here is showing me that you have experienced some obstacles when it comes to money. And with Venus and Saturn together, Saturn is trying to help you really understand how to deal with these challenges, how to handle them and not go around them, not ignore them, but be honest about them and create strategies for your work at home job that's going to help you figure out the best way to do this brand, the best way to do this career, and the best way to do it, and work out any money or financial challenges that you could be experiencing. Okay, so there's a lot of soul searching again that needs to be done with that. The new moon, another connection with money is the new moon is in your 2nd house that represents money. So there's a newness that's being established with money. So I don't know if you are creating a new brand and that's why you need to differentiate yourself in your market, or if you are rebranding, but there's some type of newness that's causing you to like focus on what makes me stand out and how can I make money. Okay. So that's what's coming out in the cards. But you're going to have to really, again, it's my 3rd time saying it, and it's because this World card is coming out, and it's saying like there are some steps that you need to take, especially if you are consistent with being responsible, being disciplined, being patient, knowing how to work with things that you could be difficult for a long time without giving up. You're learning how to master your money. You're learning how to master your business and your brand and your stay-at-home business right now. You're mastering that. I'm saying that because that Saturn that is transiting in your 4th house is creating a Sasha yoga for you. So that makes Saturn extremely important. So it's creating this because Saturn is in its own sign, which is Aquarius, and it's in the Kendra house, which is your 4th house, a very important house. So when it's creating this yoga, it's saying if you learn how to embody the energy of Saturn when it comes to your money and your brand, your business, then you are going to be rewarded. But it's going to take some work. Okay, so let's look at your whole chart. In your 3rd house, is where you have Capricorn there, the zodiac sign Capricorn in your 3rd house. That's where you're going to need to put effort. And you have Pluto there, and Pluto represents transformation and change. So there are definitely some efforts that you're going to need to put into your money. What we're really focusing on your career, on your work environment. A lot of effort and transformation needs to happen there. Okay, and with your sixth house, where Aries is, your sixth house represents your daily work routine. So again, there's a lot of focus and determination that needs to happen there. Uranus is there. So for me, that's saying it's good for you to be disciplined and work hard, but you do have to differentiate and think outside the box, okay? Because Uranus is there. Differentiate. How are you different? Uranus, the planet, is so different that, everything else is, spinning like this, and Uranus is like spinning sideways, and it's erratic, and sometimes you can't, it's hard to like gauge the way it's going to transit, and it's just unpredictable. It's different. It stands out. That is Uranus, and it's in your sixth house of daily work routine. So you're really trying to figure out how you are different and how you stand out. Now, with differentiators, sometimes I see people trying to like pull something out of thin air, like I'm different because of this, or I'm different because of that. It's going to have to come from within. It's not nothing that you're going to copy off of someone else, especially if you're trying to differentiate, okay? So you want to think of as many differentiators as you can, and then those differentiators are going to help you with your unique selling proposition. Okay, so that's going to help you understand how you're different and who you serve, how you serve them, and what you do. Okay, so in your 10th house, that's where you have Leo. Leo is going through some things right now because you have Mars, which is a malefic planet in Cancer, in your 9th house, and then you have K2, another malefic planet in Virgo, in your 11th house, and they're kind of scrunching up, sandwiching Leo. And so that can make Leo feel a little claustrophobic, make Leo feel like maybe it can't express itself in the way that it wants to. So that could be a reason why you need to you're wanting to go back to the drawing board and get a clear understanding of your business, your brand, and what it is, and how you're going to stand out in it. And also how you're going to make money. Okay, that's very important. And that's in your career, your work environment, your 10th house, and your 10th house is also where Leo is also how you stand out to the public, how you're seen in the public. Okay, so you don't want to be seen as struggling, Scorpio rising. You want to be seen as overcoming your challenges, someone who works hard, someone who can express your differentiators. Okay, and then the last house we're looking at is your 11th house, and that's how you your 11th house is how you gain authority in your work environment. And you have K2 there, and you have Lilith there. Again, we have differentiators. Why is that important with Lilith and K2 being in your 11th house of how you make money? Is important because both of these, K2 and Lilith, don't give a dang about nobody else. Well, if they're functioning the way they need to function. K2 is all about moksha, elevation, taking you to the next level. It does not too much care about material things. It doesn't. Okay, and where you have K2, you're kind of odd, you're kind of different anyway, because that's how K2 is. So it's going to kind of force you in your 11th house of large networking circles where you have your associates, and also the 11th house of earnings and dreams and wishes. How are you different? How do you stand out? The same thing with Lilith being with K2 there in your 11th house. Lilith focuses on just strong, powerful self-acceptance, okay? And it's about you accepting your dreams, accepting your wishes, Don't reject them and think you're weird for having those dreams, having that vision, having those wishes, the way that you want to make money, the way that you want to earn. Um, so that's why, again, differentiation is very important, okay? That you stand out as an individual to overcome your money blocks, okay? That's very, very important. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio Rising, for this new moon coming up on December 30th, which is tomorrow, because I'm recording this on December 29th. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can book a one-on-one reading with me by looking in the description below. And you can also book a brand strategy session so we can, dig deeper into what makes you stand out as a brand and your sales strategy, because that's something that you're going to need to work on. All right. So that's all I have for now. I'll talk to you later. And until I talk to you, remember that your brand is sacred.